Welcome back, viewers. My name is Toyosi Phillips. With me in the studio is Honorable Sola Giwa. He's the member-elect Lagos State House of Assembly, representing Lagos Island Constituency 2. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you,
Honorable Sola. You used to being called Honorable.
I don't really I get that a lot, but I am always Sola Giwa, and I will always be Sola Giwa. I like that. Just make it Sola Giwa.
Sola Giwa. Okay. But this will be your first time elected into office.
Definitely.
How was the election?
It was very tiring. It was, yeah, I can see it was very gruesome. It was very competitive, but we give glory to God. We came out.
Okay, so what is the first thing you're going to do for the people of your constituents?
Majorly.
Yes.
I promised them something. Only 3 things. Number 1, accessibility. Number 2, accessibility. And number 3, accessibility.
What does accessibility mean? See, before the interview started, let me just let the viewers know, I told him he's actually representing my constituency. So I'm from Lagos Island Constituency 2, where you are representing.
Yes.
What is your legislative agenda for that constituency?
Basically, like I said, it's basically what I'm supposed to do as a member of assembly representing my people is to give them adequate representation, make sure that their voice is heard. That's the most important. I'll have to shout from Cape to Cairo to make the government of Lagos State give them what they desire. And that's simply what I do. That's what I'm supposed to, that's my agenda. And I said, based on that, I will be accessible to them, because if I'm not accessible to them, there's no way I will be able to know what their yearnings and aspirations are.
Right. So you just talked about the government of Lagos State and the governors. And representatives have never really stood up to the governors of their states, especially in Lagos State. It's almost like the governor does what he wants to do. Are you going to follow that bandwagon, knowing that you are from the same party? He's from APC, and you're from APC as well. Are you going to be able to stand up to your governor and let him know, okay, this has to be done for my people. You're not agreeing to do this. I need you to do this.
You see, there's a difference between politics and governance. So that's what we should get straight. I know for a fact that the governor will definitely live to his promises. I can tell you that. But at the same time, that's why we have 3 arms of government. It's for check and balance. Within the same house, someone is in charge of this, another person is doing this. So if the government, or rather the executive arm of the government, is going astray or not doing what is expected of them, my own duty, as mandated by the people of Lagos State, especially my community or my constituency, is to call the governor to order. So that's basically what I'm saying. So it's not about we're in the same party. Of course, it's not about thinking that we don't want to rock the boat. This is democracy at work. We are from the same party, but we must give the people what they deserve, because they repose their confidence in us. That's why they give us their vote, and we must represent them. So my loyalty, number 1, is to the people that voted for me, my constituency.
That's good to know. So there's this notion of Lagos being divided into 2, for the rich and for the poor. How are you going to balance this?
I don't know where you got that notion from.
I got it from being a Lagosian myself, and I got it from living in Lagos, so I know what I'm saying.
No,
there are poor people in Lagos, lots of poor people, and they are rich as well, and there's a major separation. It's a tale of 2 cities, basically.
I beg to disagree with you, and I'll tell you something. Yes, there's an issue, there's an economic issue, all right? We all understand that. But if you look at the perspective of Lagos, Lagos is a cosmopolitan city. It absorbs everyone. It is evolving. It has over 20 million people. So you will see a lot of people that are rich. I don't think there's any rich man in Nigeria that does not have a house in Lagos. That's one. And then, because of the fact that Lagos is a potpourri of everyone, Lagos is where everyone, it's like New York here. Everyone wants to come there. Everyone is attracted. If 10 people come to Lagos from wherever they're coming from all over the state, only about 4 of them go back. So that's what you say. Lagos is where you want to come, and you want to come and prosper. So that's why we're attracted. That's why you're seeing that. But based on what the government is doing, the government is providing an enabling environment for all of us, both the rich, the middle class, and the lower class. I don't want to say the poor. to
But you know they are poor people.
Of course, there will always be. So
you're just being politically correct.
Of course, there will always be poor people.
Okay.
You see, what we need to do is manage poverty. And that's what the government of APC is trying to do. That's why you can see what we're doing in Lagos State. That's why you have the BRT system. It's money for everyone. It's for the rich, it's for the poor. So that's what we're trying to do, to get everyone to be able to at least get the dividend of democracy, be able to live a quality life.
Okay, okay. So the constituency that you will be representing has a high number of area boys. They are touts, they are area boys, they're everywhere. How are you going to deal with this issue?
Area boys,
yes,
touts. I don't know this notion of area boys. And like I am an area boy, you can take that home. Okay. I'm from Lagos Island, and I remember growing up, what we call area boys or young chaps, young people living within the area and having fun. Now, we're talking about tout. Like I said, if you look at Lagos Island is the premier local government in Nigeria. Lagos Island is actually the hub of commerce in Lagos. In essence, it's the hub of commerce in Nigeria, and that extends to Africa. So what you're saying is people, a lot of people, different elements are attracted to Lagos Island because that is where things happen. But the government of the day is doing so much to bridge that gap, so that I can tell you something. Lagos State is the safest state in Nigeria, and Lagos Island is the safest city in Lagos. I can tell you that.
Are you really going to say Lagos is the safest state in Nigeria?
I can tell you that. I know that.
So why do people feel the need to wind up their windows when they are on Echo Bridge? Why are people afraid of going past Balogun Market at night? There is a high...
I think it's been a long time you've been to where you're talking about. You know why I said this?
Okay.
You know why I said this? The state government has light up everywhere. What's safety about? It's about seeing each other. If you notice, most people will commit crime in the dark. The Lagos state government have been able to put in place a lot of street lights, using IPP, sometimes using lights from generators and all that. So that is why the crime level, and we have the IRS, they are on standby every day. That's why you can drive through Oshodi now. You can walk, there's a park in Oshodi. I don't know if you know that.
Yes.
There are parks all over Lagos now, and that's what we're trying to do.
Okay.
And we are also the state is also putting up CCTV camera all over. I can tell you Lagos is safe now. It's a safe place to be. You can walk around Babish, you can walk around Akpongbo, and you'll be rest assured that nothing will happen to you.
Okay, Honorable Sola, this is SaharaTV.
Sola Giwa.
Honorable Sola Giwa, this is SaharaTV. We like to keep it real here. Just last month, there was a major robbery of banks in Lekki, and these people escaped by boat. If you say Lagos is secure, that should not be happening. So I need you to actually just recognize that Lagos is not as safe as you're trying to make it seem, and let us know what you're going to do to help curb the security issues in Lagos. It's not perfect. You're trying to say maybe it's better than before, but it's not perfect.
Better than before.
People were killed in this robbery. Yes. You know the robbery I'm talking about,
yes, the one in Lekki, yes,
exactly.
The bank was robbed and escaped.
Exactly.
I understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
And may the soul of the departed rest in peace.
Yes.
And we pray that such things will not happen.
Yeah.
In every society, you can't take away crime. But what we can do is to reduce it drastically. And if you look at the history, if you go back in the last 80 years, you will see that the crime rate has actually reduced so much. What happened on that day, and I'm not mixing my word, what happened on that day was that a particular figure was in Lagos. And these people noted that anytime this particular figure is in Lagos, they drift all the security personnel there. And they took advantage of that. You can see that the policemen that were killed that day were stationed there. They were men of IRS that Lagos State is paying for. We're using Lagos State money to pay for rifles for them for protection and give them vehicles and fuel their vehicles. So it was unfortunate incident, and by the grace of God, it's not going to happen again. The government is taking more steps, better steps to curb this, and it won't happen again. It's an unfortunate incident that happened, but I can tell you, it's not something that happens on a regular basis in Lagos.
Okay, all right. Let's stay away from security for a while. The Oba of Lagos made a controversial statement in support of your candidate, the candidate of APC, gubernatorial candidate Ambode. What is your relationship like with Igbos in Lagos State?
Like I said, Lagos is a cosmopolitan state. It's a potpourri of all tribes and nations in Nigeria. Lagos welcomes everyone that wants to come to Lagos and prosper. And that is what we've always been. That is what we're known for in Lagos. We as Eko, there's this idea that says it is not as if we're asking for thieves to come. No. What that means is that Lagos has a large heart. We welcome everyone as long as you keep within the law. You respect the law. Law and order makes life easy for everyone. So as regards the statement of the Oba of Lagos, I think there's been enough rejoinder to that. So I don't want to go there, please, if you permit me. But I have a very good relationship with all tribes on island and in Lagos State.
Okay, all right. Jimmy Agbaje, the PDP gubernatorial candidate who
You mean just kidding?
Who lost to Ambode,
yes,
has said he would not be running for governor again because this was his second time running and, well, he lost. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't know why he doesn't want to run again. I'm sure if he runs again, he will just be kidding. Okay,
so you think Ambode is a better...
Oh, Ambode, you need to look at his profile to know that he will deliver. It's obvious. It's something that is obvious. You look at it, apart from the manifesto of the party, you want to look at the person of Ambode, you want to look at his pedigree, then you will know that this is someone that will perform. And I'm placing a bet on it. I'm telling you that it will perform. He has been a performer and it will perform.
Okay. Final question. What do you think about elected officials declaring their assets? Would you be willing to declare your assets?
Definitely. I think it's the right move in the right direction.
And even their salary?
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay.
For equity.
You. Exactly. I'm glad you agree with that. Thank you for joining us in the studio today. We hope you do all that you said you will do. You said you want to be accessible and you plan to be accessible. We hope you will be accessible.
I will have to do that because in another 4 years, I'll still go back and meet my electorate.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you.
Thank you, too.
And that, viewers, was Honorable Sola Giwa representing Lagos Island Constituency 2 in the studio with us. If you have questions, you can ask them on Twitter at SaharaTV and we will answer your questions. We have a great show lined up for you. Stay tuned.